Have you ever been watching a trade and then the trade takes off from you and you like, dang, I had that on my list already. I knew exactly when I should have got in. Well, today I'm gonna show you how I made $27,000 on a trade that's active right now. And I promise you, it wasn't because I bought the breakout. So I ain't had to worry about that panic. But it's actually because I purchased when most people get uncomfortable or when most people get scared to buy. So most traders often chase the green candles, and I bought when it was red, right? And so in this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you exactly why what I did worked, but also I'm gonna show you how you can stop chasing and then you can start positioning yourself. So in the process of that, I want you to just work with me, walk through it, and I'm gonna show you 2 trades that we looked at last week and how they performing right now. In this video, I'm gonna break it down for you. The exact structure that was behind my trade, the setup that most people often miss, and how I manage it once I'm already in profit. And that's gonna be essential for you because risk management is key. Now, before we go any further, man, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe and share this with somebody. But also in the comment, tell me some of the things that you need for us to show you from trading to fundamentals, because we wanna show y'all more than just wins. Y'all know I can't wait to show y'all some losses, right? But we gotta wait till the loss happen. I don't want it before it's time. So the trade we're looking at is WDC. And so this trade, I'm up $7,000 in this trade. So let's talk about something first. Let's look at the market structure of this trade. Let's break it down. So we have a clean structure here, right? And how do we have a clean structure? Well, we have a previous all-time high, that's circle. We have another all-time high, that's circle. And then we have another all-time high. So that gives us our clean structure, right? We see that, right? And then we have, what do we have? We have higher low, higher low, higher low. So we have that clean structure in place. So that's important for us to see that, right? So what I want you to understand is a few things that's in line right now. The first thing in line is, one, we see our 200-day, which is down here. We see our 50-day, which is right here. We see our 20-day, which is right here. And this clearly tells us that this is in a upward trend, that buyers are having momentum. Now, I want you to see something that's gonna be really, really good. I want you to pay attention to this. So we see our 50-day right here, and I always tell my people this, a leader, so I'm gonna write this down, we only trade leaders heavy. Right? And what I mean by that, we only trade leaders heavy, meaning we only trade leaders when we only go heavy on leaders when they are leading, if that makes sense. Like, people be trying to bet the house on anything, and that's not how we position. We wanna be strategic, we wanna be methodical when it comes to entering these trades. Now, if you know anything about WDC, it's in that chip segment of memory. It's with the leaders, it's with Micron, STX, you know, MU, SNDK, they all are in that TER. So they are all leaders. They've been leading the market really, really strong. So we've definitely been, you know, mining those for sure. Now, I want to say something. So the first thing we identify is this previous all-time high, which is right here at 297. That's essential for us because we're going to come back and I'm going to show you something right there. Right? So we get in, we see this, we make sure we outline that, because I always say before you can go right, you gotta look left, because if you look left, it's gonna tell you exactly how to move right. So again, we see higher highs being set here, here, here. We see higher lows being set here, here, and here. Above all our SMA, so that tells us strong momentum with clean structure. But the most important thing is the market didn't go straight up. And you're like, Trap, how is that is the most important thing? Because we gotta remember, if the market goes straight up like this, we gotta wait for that pullback to come in. That gives us strength. Well, with this one, we see, look at this, high, then we move, then we comes down, create a low, then you move up, create that next high, then you create the low, then you come all the way up here. So that's important. And these are areas where we can make our plays at. I want you to pay attention to that. So now I want to show you the next thing. And this is what most people panic at, right? But the pros don't panic. They see it as an opportunity. Now I want to walk you through what happened. So the price pulled back. If we see, and then I'm going to do something. I'm going to bring you to the daily to show you exactly how I got it. So we see the price pull back here. right? And we broke our 20 and we broke our 50. But there we found a leg here at 246, right? Now that's pivotal for us to see. Why? Because after you create an all-time high, which is a higher high, you have to now create a what? Higher low. And if that's the sequence, let's go through the sequence, right? Let's go through the sequence. Here's the first sequence. The sequence is higher high, off here, and then you create a what? Higher low. From there, you get this move up here, right, which gives us a higher high. Now, mind you, this is the low, 173. Well, here's the next low, higher low. Is this low higher than, is this low higher than that low? Yes, it is. So from here, our next move is what? Here, which gives us a higher high, right? Well, from here, we got to create a what? Higher low. Well, from the higher low, we got to create a what? Higher high. And at some point, we got to create a what? At some point. Now, even if it ain't right here, we know the next thing from here, even if it goes up, the next pullback gives us a what? So even if it's on top of here, right? We create that high, we pull back. So as long as we understand the sequence, we gotta understand this. I promise you, the more we understand the sequence, the more we can play this game at a higher level. The reason why I said we can't panic, because a pullback inside of an uptrend is not weakness, it's the market reloading, right? And so that's why this is important. So I didn't buy a breakout. All right, so Trap, what did I do? Right? This is gonna be important for y'all to see. What did I do? Well, if you look here, here's what I got in. So I came off this previous all-time high, we bounced here, and we came up, right? Right in this area right here. Now, this would have been resistance right here, right? But it gapped up. So now we create a gap up. I'll talk about that a little bit later. So this gap is important for us to write down because we're gonna revisit that later. This is a bunch of orders that's not filled up, right? So there's a good chance, about 65% chance that we come here. And our job is not to predict, our job is to position. So here's what I did. Now, what I did was, the reason why I got this blue line right here is because this is when I entered this trade. Hear me when I say this. So I actually got in this trade once this red candle, right? We had created this high here, and then this red candle hit. So I entered this trade at about 334. Now, I want to show you something that's essential because you can see it. I wanted to break down the hourly so you can see it, right? Now, before y'all question me, I want to show you something. Last week, we talked about a play. The last two videos I put up, one of the three videos I put up was COHR. When I posted that video last week, we was up $13,000. As of right now, we up $27,000. As of today, on that video, and not only are we up $27,000, we up 56% on that trade. Another trade we put in was MU. I showed y'all that trade too. And the MU play is up 27,000 as well. Didn't do too much today. It's up 27,000, up $1,000 from the last time we put it up there. And right now, it is up 56%. So I'm up 56% on the two plays that I put in last week on the channel, right? And so again, I know y'all like, Trap, show us the losses. I always show losses, and guess what? I got some losses I'm gonna show y'all too, so don't worry about it. The goal is to just be transparent in what we doing. So COHR, we got that. MU, we got that. So here's what I did right here. Let me show you why it's interesting. So you see the blue line that represents the same thing? That was on the 9th. So here's what happened, and here's what I saw. So we come from this high. At the time, this was all-time high. So when we come off that high, right, we break down. But notice, even on an hourly, we notice that it's been respecting this 20-day, dipping, but respecting the 20-day, but more than anything, respecting the 50-day. Now, the reason why that's important for us is because leaders gonna respect that 50. The 20 becomes a short-term trend for us, right? That can be broken, but it will respect the 50. So here's what I did. So when it came here, it pulled back. And once it pulled back, y'all, once I got this pullback right here, I went with my move. Why? Because I set a foundation for myself. I said, if it does break the 20, I want to at least see it hold up on this previous all-time high. Right? So I was willing to do that. So we got it at about 334. It came in my mind, again, and one of the things you got to do is before you enter a trade, you got to ask yourself this question and this question for sure. What is my worst case scenario? And I need to pat those out. So in my mind, if it comes down to 320, I was willing to stay there. But if it broke 320, I was willing to exit, right? And I come on the hourly because the hourly tells me what's happening in a shorter time frame, right? So I'm gonna look at my daily and my weekly to see what's going on, but the hour lets me see the traffic that's moving. So here's what I saw. I saw this pullback here, and then we entered about 334 on this candle here. We got in, came the next day, came right back down to the 20, honored the 20. Now, here's what's important here on the 20. You see this tail? It's called a bottoming tail. That bottoming tail is actually really, 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 really bullish because it's telling us that price got pushed down, it got to the 20, and the 20 acted as dynamic support. Came off here off this 20, and then boom. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's after chest, 20 would have been a perfect entry. Now, on my daily, I look for that all the time. But we bounced off the 20, and then you could see it rolled up, and then here it did it again 2 times, bounced off the 20 at a higher price. Now we hitting all-time high. This was the trade I got in. So I always look at my daily, then I go execute off my hourly. All right, so, and then that just works for me. So now let's talk about what's happening and what we see. So right now we still have a strong structure, right? We still have strong bullish structure. The moving averages are stacked and rising. That's key, stacked and rising. Price is holding way above structure. That is good. I don't want to buy at highs no more. I don't want to buy at highs, right? I'm now looking for the all-time high breakout. Now, mind you, it may use this as some type of what? Resistance. So I may see some type of pullback. I want to see how far it comes down. And does it come and fill this gap? Here's the next thing I want to tell you. This is what people panic at or get greedy. I don't want to do that. So what I want to do is, because I like this, I want to take some profit here, which is important because we are 56%. Right? And we're going to let the winner run. Take some profit, let the winner run. But I would be willing to let it come back in here, especially inside it, especially if it lands on this previous all-time high of 320. And I will be willing to do what? Add a leg, because that's a power move, right? I'm not thinking, oh, man, it's about to dump. And start making emotional reactions to make me get out of a play that's already strong. So all we need to look at right now is say, where are the buyers? And y'all can watch this move with me. I'll let y'all know everything I got going on. Where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? And where is the structure, right? So we know that you're going to have some orders on top of here, stop losses, right? And you're going to have some orders right here. So that's your buyers going to be up. You're going to have buyers right here because they're going to try to sweep them, and you're going to have some right there. So that's cool, sellers. So the sellers, they're going to want to defend that. And we got to be cool with that. And our goal is to understand what's going on. And so our goal is not to lose money. We up 56%. We don't want to turn a bad trade, a winning trade, into a losing trade. So we take some profit and we look for an opportunity for us to execute again. So let's talk about some scenarios right here. So if we know this is a higher low and we know this is a higher high, what is the next thing we expecting in the trend count? Well, we're expecting a low to happen. Why? Because it's going to use that low to bounce back up. So our entry's at 334. We want to make sure we never do nothing around there, right? 320 is what we're looking at for sure, but also I'm not guessing it's going to come back to 320. I'm honestly, if you look right here, somewhere around 325, something like that. You see those wicks, that's rejection. I'm thinking it'll come here around 325, 330-ish. It'll come here, create a higher low, and then we go back up, right? We're gonna let the winners win. We're gonna let them run. Or we can see it hitting here maybe a couple of times and then break out, then come test that before it goes back. I'm okay with that. Why? I can take some of those profits off because we're gonna do that. Now we just let that thing run, y'all. We don't add blindly. If it starts forming a new base, we watch. We need a clean retest to happen with volume, and then we can make this move, y'all. Now, on the downside, what am I saying to myself? Let's take profit. But here's where I'm gonna find a support level at, because we see those rejections right there. And what I do like is if it breaks above this, now we in price discovery mode. We like price discovery. I'm not scared of all-time highs. I don't gotta hurry and get out of play because it's an all-time high. All-time high means we can get price discovery. That's cool. So first, I'm gonna have two things on my list to watch for. One, what does it do around here? 225, 230. And then next, I'm looking at, does it break this? If it breaks this, I'm willing to get out and say, hey, I made my money, I'm good, take some more off, right? But if it hits this and then gives me some type of clean retest and I get some volume, this can be another position, right? Because then we created a higher low here and then we can go back up, right? Pullback territory. We gotta say that as long as leaders are leading, it's not on us to kill the leader because we scared. It's on us to let the leader do what leaders do. So, again, we marking out our previous all-time high. We know what it is. We making an execution off the hourly. We see it's respecting this. It did break the 20 and the 50, but guess what? Guess what leaders do? They reclaim those things fast. So let me just say this to you. The trade worked because I didn't chase it, right? I waited for the market to come to me. And a lot of times, you don't wait for the market to come to you, you go run to it. And that's how you often get handicapped. So if you want to stop missing moves, stop chasing breakouts and start positioning for structure. So I hope this taught you a lot. And if you're looking to join a community that does that, we teach you how to build up trading systems. We teach you how to calm your nervous system. We teach you how to be patient. We do lives 2-3 mornings out of the week to make sure we see what's going on. We did a couple live, actually the COHR play where we up on. We actually did that live and in real time. We also added 2 trades today. Yes, it is Monday. It is 5 o'clock. It's the time we putting this out. So this is real. This is not shot Saturday. This is Monday. And so I want you to stop trying to predict the market and I want you to start meeting the market. Stop trying to predict the market, start profiting on the market. Stop trying to predict the market and be patient with the market. So come join the Patreon or just wait on the next video, man. I love y'all. Salute.